think I miss doing my life. At least we have a okay. Let's see how it goes. I'm just going to go live on my Facebook too, as usual. Just give me some time. We are setting everything up for our live videos tonight. Hello, everyone who missed our live. If you missed our live, drop in the comment section. All right. Let's see who we got online today. Okay. Right. Let's say it's been busy. So I'm trying to get ready for my live. If you're watching, just drop in the comment section. So I'm just gonna take some questions today. Um, this is our usual. Okay, I think we should be fine this way. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Hello everyone. I'm gonna start again because I am going live as usual on both Facebook and YouTube. Hello everyone, how we are doing? I know I promised I was going to come live regularly, but I was unable to meet up for some days now. So today I think I have some energy to do that. So I decided to come live today before going to bed and say hello to everybody. And also, if there is any questions on our YouTube and also on our Facebook page, I will be willing to take those questions today. Okay, so let's see who is online. I'm just going to call out those that are online right now. We have Solomon Aldu. Hello, good evening, madam. Good evening. How are you? We have Clever Mulumo on YouTube. How are you? We have Hannah on YouTube. How are you? We have Maureen Motsiwa. Good evening. We have Adewale Bukumi. Good evening. Good evening. We have Odinaka Juliet on Facebook. Good evening, everyone, and how we all doing? Trust we are doing great. Trust we are having a nice time, and trust we are doing great. How is your day going? And how was your weekend? How was your Sunday? For those that go to church, did you go to church today? How's service today? How did it go today? And how have you all been doing? I know it's been long you saw my face. Yeah. Like I have been having a lot on my decks. I could not come online, I could not make videos, but I think I have one new videos on my YouTube because there's some videos that are programmed to pop up even if I'm not online. Those videos are likely going to show up on my YouTube channel because we have videos programmed to, I think, once a week. Yeah, we have videos programmed once a week on our YouTube channel that usually show up once a week. So I think we have one video dropped in yesterday. Yeah. So if you've not watched it, I would advise you go watch it. It's a video of a man that has lived 20 years with HIV and AIDS and how he has been able to live with HIV and AIDS for the past 20 years. So I've dropped the video on my YouTube channel. It popped up yesterday, yeah. So feel free to go and watch and gain insights because gone are the days where people like just get diagnosed of HIV and die immediately of HIV. No, these days people are being diagnosed of HIV and they are able to live longer and their life expectancy are similar to those without HIV and AIDS. Okay, so I made a video on how this man was able to cope and also how this man was able to live with HIV and AIDS for the past 20 years. So if you've not watched the video, I would advise you go and pop in and watch it. So we have Doran. Good evening. How are you doing? We have Elums. Hey, cutie. Hello, Elums. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. I've actually missed coming live to take questions. I've missed it for some days now, right? Because I actually planned like I was going to do a lot of live back to back as usual, but I could not because I think I was totally exhausted during that period. But now I think I have more strength to take a lot of questions before the questions start becoming a lot. So I'll advise you all to start dropping your questions now. I'll advise you all to start dropping your questions now. So we'll start taking them one after the other before the comment section get filled up. Okay. All right. Yeah. This is one of our lights where we take a lot of questions. Okay. Just give me some time. Let me just get something. Okay. So this is more or less like a support. So let's see what we have here. So hello, Blessing Ibangal on Facebook. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great and trust you're having a nice time. Hello, Chukuka. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great and trust you're having a nice time. So my eyes coordinations are going to be different. You're going to be having eye coordination on both my YouTube channel and also on my Facebook page. So I'm using two phones right now to do this live because I'm on live on Facebook and also live on YouTube at the same time. So if I'm looking up or I'm looking down, just know that, okay, I'm here with everybody, but just that I am looking at two phones to take questions and also say hello to everybody. Okay. Hello, Dokus. Good evening. How are you? Hello, Gbemis Ward. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. And how's your night going? It's almost 10 p.m. in the UK here. It's almost 10 p.m. in the UK here. So what's time zone? What's your time zone? What's your time around your areas? And let me know where you're watching from. All right, just let me know where you are watching from. Okay. Discharge full of fallopian tube. That question, Adewale, I think that question is not clear. He said discharge full of fallopian tube. Your discharge cannot be full of fallopian tube. Discharges is different. A fallopian tube is different entirely. A fallopian tube is where the sperm meets with the eggs. So discharge full of fallopian tube is not. The question looks tricky. Somebody is asking, what are the symptoms of UTI? Okay, that is a urinary tract infection. One of the obvious symptoms of urinary tract infection is burning sensation. Like when you want to pee, you start having this burning sensation. You're having itching down there, burning sensation when you want to pee. Those are the one of like the obvious sign of UTI, urinary tract infection. And depends, you might even have some increase in body temperature as a sign of UTI because it's an infection. So there's going to be a urinary there's going to be an increase in body temperature. There's going to be a burning sensation when you want to pass urine. There's going to be itching down there if you have urinary tract infection. Let me be seeing the questions properly on both sides. Sorry. Then Ibrahim Bolale say, when do I see a doctor? I have been trying for 2 months. I have a 4-year-old already. Okay, first of all, Ibrahim, were you, for that period of 4 years, were you on any family planning method? Were you on any family planning method? Did you just stop a particular family planning method and you decided to try to conceive for the past 2 months? Okay, and if you are trying to conceive for the past 2 months, the other question I will always ask is, are you having a regular cycle? I think I need a I'd have done this live downstairs. I think it'd have been more. The bed is like making me want to sleep the more. So I think I would have done the live too. Let me just position my camera this way. Okay, first of all, when you're on any family planning method for the past 4 years, you've given birth to your child. And if you're on any family planning method, when did you stop the family planning method? And when you stop the family planning method, do you have a regular cycle? Were you having a regular cycle or you were having an irregular cycle? And if you have a regular cycle, are you able to track down your ovulation? And if yes, then the next thing to do is to do the needful with your partner and see how it goes. Okay. So Baby's Word said, please, what could be the cause of frequent miscarriages in geriatric women? There are different causes of miscarriages. Even old age, like an advanced age, can be one of the risk factors for miscarriages. And also genetic makeup, genetic predisposition is also a risk factors for miscarriage. Depending on the type of, there are different types of miscarriages though. So the aging, based on the fact that the woman has like its age, like I said, geriatric women, like that can actually put them at risk for having a miscarriage. I think I made a full video on the various causes of miscarriage. So what I would advise you to do is to watch that particular video on the various causes of miscarriage. So we have Bolani said, I have a regular cycle and I was not using contraceptive. We use condoms. Okay, if you use condoms on that occasion, what I would advise you to do is to like, you just started trying, which is just 2 months ago. That's when you started trying. So if you know have a regular cycle, first of all is to know your ovulation date. So when you're able to track down your ovulation date, it's going to be much easier for you to have sex on that particular day with your partner. Make sure your partner is available during your ovulation period and also go ahead and have sex. Then during the process of doing that, you can start taking your prenatal vitamins such as the folic acid, because folic acid is very important at the very first 3 months of pregnancy. So that's what I have to advise you when it comes to that. That's Obolani. Then the other one I have is wow, oh my god, Mutu. Then we have sorry, most for those on the Facebook that are not seeing the questions are majorly coming from YouTube. They are majorly coming from YouTube, so that's why you're not seeing it. So we have Maureen saying, watching from Zambia. We have Solomon Audu. Hello, mother. Please, what is the best diet for blood group O plus? Whether you are blood group O plus, blood group negative, or blood group A, when it comes to diet, eating healthy generally is very good, such as your fruits, your vegetables. Stay away from junk food. Stay away from alcohol. Stay away from smoking. Stay away from things that actually impact your blood flow, your heart, and your organs. So eating a good diet when it comes to fruits and vegetables, it's very important in regards to that. So what I would advise you to do is eat generally, but make sure you eat healthy. So personally, I don't know if there's a specific diet for blood group people. So what I know generally in regards to health is for you to eat healthy as normal could as it could be. And that is when I mean eating healthy, we mean homemade food, fresh food, vegetables, fruits, a lot of water. All these things are very good for health. And also avoiding late night food. Those that eat late at night. I was watching a video where they were talking about research, and they were like, for I can't really explain in details what the video, but what they were emphasizing on is that where they were treating like a rehabilitation, where they were treating cancer, they made sure that people in that particular area they eat their food before 7 p.m. because they felt that eating early is very important because it's good for metabolism. The food is able to digest properly before sleep. There's a way they explain it. I didn't really pay attention into it, but skipping late night food, like eating early, is very very good generally for your health. So sorry, I have a question on Facebook. He said, "Hi, I am a newly qualified nurse. Please, how can I enhance my communication skills? Generally, I am really on the zero level in communication." First of all, knowing that I'm on Facebook now taking this question. First of all, knowing that you need an improvement when it comes to communication skills, it's very important. You've already taken the first step to know that, okay, this is where I need to improve. That is very important. So in terms of communication skills, one thing is that believe in yourself. Believe that whatsoever you're going to say, it's not going to be 100% perfect. You are not perfect. You are humans. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make errors. Okay, because sometimes why we are not communicating, why we are not speaking, is because of the fact that we are scared of what people will say. We are scared we are not perfect. We are scared that we're going to make mistakes. So first of all, believe that, okay, I am a human. I have communication issues. I'm shy. I'm an introvert. Things like that. And also believe that, okay, and whatsoever you're going to say at first, make sure you study it. Make sure you have an insight of what you're going to say. Make sure you are sure, like you've read, but don't expect that perfection. At the very beginning, it's going to be very difficult. But believing in yourself, believing in your capacity, believing in what you've studied, that's going to give you the boldness to come outside, to come out and say what you want to say. Okay? Don't expect it to be all perfect when you're starting, especially when you're having some communication skills. Because one thing I noticed is that people are scared to communicate because they are scared of their flaws. They are scared the English might not be correct. They are scared they might make mistakes. They are scared they are going to laugh at them. They are scared of their intonation. There's a particular girl lady I follow on Instagram. She said that when she was in school, people laugh her for her Igbo intonation. Yes. She said whenever she speaks, she just have this Igbo accent in her intonation. So she was a lay reader in the Catholic church. She like for those that are Catholics, they go to church, they read lay readers. But whenever she reads, she has this Igbo accent, and people were like trying to mock her. Are you not going to improve? You need to improve. But she tried, but it wasn't working. But now she was bold enough to like utilize that Igbo accent. And she's a good content creator now, doing exceptionally well on social media. So neglecting what people say and working on yourself to improve daily and know that you are not perfect, that is going to go a long way to help you build your communication skills. Then also understand having an insight, a good understanding of what you're going to say, and just see the people you're talking to as normal human beings. Don't see them as perfectionists. Like see people like your friends. That's going to go a long way. And I hope that helped Chukuma, and I hope it has answered your question. All right. Then we have nurses Achiski. Thank you, beautiful nurse Mary. Thank you very much for coming. And okay, so I'm going to go back to YouTube and take our questions. So my blood sugar goes high when I take in corn product. So if you are diabetic and you know this particular food increases your blood sugar level, so what I personally advise is to stay away from that particular food. So if you know you are diabetic and a particular food, for example, now what Solomon is saying, said his blood sugar usually goes high whenever he takes this corn product. If possible, stay away from this particular food or reduce the intake of this particular food, especially if you are diabetic and you are monitoring your blood sugar level. So what your aim should be, what the target should be, is taking food that have low sugar in them, that will not spike up that glucose, that will not spike up that sugar in your body. Okay. So Hannah said, what could be the cause of body itching? There are different causes of body itching. Your body might itch for different reasons. So people, it might be an allergic reaction. They are reacting to some water, they are reacting to some change of environment. It might be some medications that you are taking that the side effect is itching that you are not aware of. So we can't really say this is the major cause of itching. Some people, after a particular drugs, they itch a lot. Their body tends to itch. They tend to experience this particular discomfort on their body. So itching generally is caused by a lot of things. So what I advise you to do when you're having itching, look around you. What did you just change? Did you just change your environment? Did you just change the water you used to bathe? Did you just change your medications? Are you on some particular medications? Um, did you just change your diet? Are you eating a particular food that your body is not happy with? Because there are some people that take some particular food and they become allergic, that they're allergic to it, and they tend to experience itching. So what I would advise you, check around you and see what you just started taking in that is actually causing that itching in your body. Because I have a friend that moved from, I think this particular person moved from Edo State to Lagos. Yeah, from Edo State to Lagos. And when this person relocated to Lagos, all of a sudden, whenever she takes a bath, her body begins to itch her. So change of environment actually affected her. And there are some people, the food they take in tend to affect them and they start having general body itching. So check for it. If it's an allergies, if it's an allergic reaction, there are some antihistamine, there are some anti-allergic medications that can be taken to reduce that itching. Okay, so that's that for that question. Solomon Aldo said he's watching from Ghana. So Hannah, I hope I've been able to answer your question. If there's any question, please drop on the comment section. I'm here to take all your questions today. All your questions. I mean, I am here to take them all today. Even if I'm sleeping, I'm sitting, doesn't really matter the position I am today. But just know I'm so excited to be live today again. I'm super excited to be live today again. So let's see how many questions we can get and let's see how many questions we can take today. Trust me, it's been fun doing this. So Solomon Aldo, if I've answered your question and you've heard what I explained, kindly drop on the comment section. Hannah, if you have answered your question, kindly drop on the comment section. We need more questions to keep us active on the page. We need more questions to keep us going on the page. So we have Patience Joel. Patience Joel, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. So Hannah said, a friend of mine has been masturbating for the past 8 years. Is it normal? First of all, is a friend of yours a girl or a boy? Okay, in terms of this masturbation of a thing, it's a broad topic entirely. Sometimes we deal with it from the medical perspective and also from the religious perspective as a Christian. Okay, from the medical perspective, they'll tell you it's a normal thing. Yeah, they will tell you it's a normal thing, but addiction to it is where the problem begins. Like, is where there is a problem. When you're addicted to it, that is where there is a problem. Okay, when you say you're addicted to something, you can't really stay without it a day. And so people usually do it even 2-3 times a day. That's an addiction. It's like getting addicted to alcohol, smoking, and things like that. So if your friend is addicted to it, then there's a problem, and that means he needs help. And that means he needs to seek for some therapy to help him out of it. Okay, because there are different side effects associated with doing it, which I have made a video on it on my YouTube channel. Yeah, the side effects of the bad aspect of masturbating. So when I made that video, I got a lot of comments on it. First of all, I read about it on the internet, trying to get some materials on the side effects, people's experience. I was able to gather more information and I was able to make that video. That was like a year plus. I think that video has more than 1 million views. So I was able to make the video on it. So after making the video on the other side of masturbation on my YouTube channel, I was going through the comments. When I was going through the comments, I saw that most of the things I said on that video were true. Because I hear a lot of people saying, yes, 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 it has affected me. Yes, 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 it affected my activities. Yes, 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 it affected my relationship. And I was like, wow, so these things are real. So I think you should go to the video on YouTube channel and also see the negative aspects of masturbating that people don't tell you about. Medically, they tell you, oh, it's good, it's your body responding, this and this, but there are also some negative aspect of being addicted to it, which I explained on that particular video. So I would advise you to copy the video and forward it to your friend. And I believe it's going to be a bit of help to him. Then I also made a video on how to stop it. So if you are already into it, you can watch that video on how to stop it. And that is going to give you a greater insight on what to do. So Hannah, I hope I've been able to answer your question. And what I would advise you to do is to copy those videos, how to stop it, and the side effects, and send to your friend. Then from the religious perspective of it, from the Christian perspective of it, we as Christians, we believe it is wrong. Yeah, we believe it is wrong and it is not the right thing to do. Yeah. So that's the answer to your question. I hope I've been able to answer your question, Hannah. We believe something is not normal. We believe it's not something you should get yourself involved in. Outside the medical aspect of it, there is also some spiritual aspect of it. Okay. So that's what I have to say, Hannah. Hannah said, thank you so much, Ma. Thank you very much, Hannah. I am glad I have been able to answer your questions. So we have Osita Franklin is watching. We have Effa. Effa is watching. How you are doing? Trust you're having a wonderful night. Happy New Month. It's a festive period and it's Christmas here again. Have you all set up your Christmas trees? Have you got your Christmas pajamas? Have you what do I have to say again? Set up your Christmas tree, put up your Christmas lights, got your Christmas pajamas. Yes, I'm super excited about this year's Christmas because a lot of things are happening. Yeah, a lot of good things are happening. Yeah, we've set up our Christmas tree in my house. We've put up the Christmas lights. We've put up the Christmas decor. We are still expecting some Christmas decor we ordered from Amazon and some from Temu. We are still expecting some Christmas decors. Then what did we do again in preparation? We've gotten our Christmas pajamas. We've taken our Christmas photo shoots and things like that. So it's actually a good thing. I'm super excited about this year's Christmas because more blessings are coming on the way and we're expecting so much this year, next year. So it's going to be a wonderful Christmas. Okay. So let me know in the comment section if you've set up your Christmas trees, if you've also got your Christmas pajamas, if you've got your Christmas ram, if you bought your bags of rice and things like that. Let us know in the comment section how you're spending your Christmas. Okay, we have Ada said 34 fibroids, small ones were removed from my sister. Can she be able to get pregnant? Yes, women with fibroids can get pregnant. Yes, women with fibroids can get pregnant. Yeah, she can. So what you need to ask her is that, is she having a regular cycle? That's one of the questions you need to ask her. Is she having a regular cycle? And also, is she having some frequent and regular sex? So that's going to help with pregnancy. All right. The fibroid has already been taken out. So if the fibroid is taken out, there are some people that will have fibroid. They don't need to take the fibroid out, and they will still be able to conceive. They will still be able to bear children. So it all depends on the size of the fibroid, the location of the fibroid, the type of fibroid. So that is going to determine the extent of which it's going to affect fertility. Okay, there are a lot of women out there who have fibroid and they're able to conceive like every other woman. So fibroid doesn't really cause that total mark in infertility. Like if you have fibroid, you are not going to have children. If you have fibroid, you're not going to have a baby. That's all lies. There are women out there that are battling with fibroid but have been able to conceive. But it all determines the size, the location of the fibroid. So there are different things to consider when it comes to fibroid, if they will be able to conceive or not. I think everybody should take note of that. Okay. Okay, I think Adas has gotten answer to his questions. Please, let's keep the comment questions. Let's keep the questions coming. It keeps everything busy, keeps everything buzzing. So we have Fomi Onobanjo Saib who is watching. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great and trust you're having a nice time. It's Christmas season and I want everybody to be excited and I want everybody to be jubilating. So we have Gross. Hello, Nuff. Blessings from Jamaica. I have a nurse friend, a colleague at work from Jamaica. Do we really converse? No, we don't really converse too much, but we just say hello, hello, hello because we are blacks and we are Africans. Okay, hello from Jamaica. How is Jamaica doing? How is Jamaica? How's the weather over there in Jamaica? And how is the Jamaicans preparing for Christmas? Okay, so Hannah said, my cycle has been regular 3 months. What do I do? So if your cycle has been regular for the past 3 months, the next thing if you want to get pregnant is to know your ovulation date and try to have sex on that day. And also, what I advise people trying to conceive is to have frequent and regular sex, not just once in a week, maybe 2, 3 times in a week, if possible, depending on the availability of your partner, depending on the availability of your spouse. So that's going to go a long way. So for women that have regular cycle, it's much more easier for them to calculate their cycle and do what they need to do compared to women that don't have a regular cycle. So I hope that answer your question. So, okay, Ada said, thank you, she have a regular cycle. That's perfect. So we have Nafisat. Hello, Nafisat. How are you doing? Where are you watching us from? We have Masmadu. Hello, we learned so much from you from Malawi. Malawi. It's nice knowing people who are watching from Malawi. Hello, Malawi people. How are you? What are Malawi people called? Like we Nigeria, we are called Nigerians. The British are called the UK people are called British. Yeah. The Ghana people are called Ghanaians. So what are the Malawis? Because I know the Zimbabwe's I heard Zimbabweans. The Zimbabwe's are called Zimbabwe's. Hi God, oh. Just I don't know. Okay, so we have Nafisa said, please, I'm not breastfeeding again, but still have water coming out. It's just your hormones, I would say. Your hormones at how long have you stopped breastfeeding? So that's gonna give us a clue, okay? How long have you stopped breastfeeding? Because sometimes even if you stop breastfeeding, your hormones might still be getting that stimulation that something is still going on in your body. Did you just stop breastfeeding or you stopped breastfeeding for some months ago or 2 months ago or okay, so let's know. So we have Nafisat watching from Ikorodu. I've visited Ikorodu before. I've been in Lagos. I've been in Lagos, but I didn't really spend long time in Lagos. I did spend up to 3, 4 months in Lagos. But Lagos is a beautiful city, but very, very busy and busy. But if you live on the island, it's much more better. It's much more, I think, much more organized than the mainland. It's usually busy, busy in Lagos. Ikorodu Ikorodu boys. Whenever I hear Ikorodu, the next thing that comes to my mind is the Ikorodu boys. I believe you know the Ikorodu boys. Okay, so the Malawis are called Malawians. Malawians. Did I pronounce it well? Dean Malawan, right? Okay. So now if it's at like 3 months, um, like 3 months, I think it's still okay. It happens. But if it's just like, are you stimulating it? Is somebody stimulating it? You know what I mean when I ask if somebody is stimulating it. But if not, if it will continue, you can see a doctor and do a hormonal profile, probably, to get things sorted out. Okay. So we have Simon Gross, Miss. What does it mean when I pee and it burns me? It could be urinary tract infection. Okay, it could be UTI. So that's why it's very important when you're having that burning sensation to do a test. And it could also be some yeast infection. That's why you should take note. UTI and also yeast infection could be the cause, but there is an infection in general. But getting a test done is going to tell us what infection that is. Okay, so that's that for Gross, Simon. That's glad for Mohammed. Tutua. How are you doing? Trust you doing great. It's nice having you on, having you all on our live video. Okay, I was super excited anyway. It's Christmas. It's December, so you're not supposed to be sad, right? I remember as a child anticipating for Christmas, like the food, the cow meat, the drink you're gonna get on that day, and things like that. So Christmas is actually an exciting. It's filled with happiness. It's filled with joy. It's filled with a lot of things. So get excited because it's Christmas. And also, if you've watching this video and you've not liked the video, just double tap on the screen. That's just all you need to do to like the video. Double tap on the screen twice, and it shows you've liked the video. Okay. Someone is asking, um, Hannah, how do I treat and prevent yeast infection? First of all, let's talk about how you prevent yeast infection. Yes. Do you know antibiotics can actually increase your chances of getting yeast infection? I think that's something we should talk about. Antibiotics can increase your chances of getting yeast infection more, but most people are not aware of that. So be careful of the way you abuse antibiotics. Some people that keep abusing antibiotics morning, afternoon, and night. Be careful because the more you think you are taking antibiotics to treat infection, the more you are giving yourself more yeast infection. That's one. In terms of preventing yeast infection, one thing you should know is that stop putting different things in your vagina as a lady. I've made these things on my video several times. Like you see women putting a lot of this. Today they'll put this in their vagina. Next month they'll put this in their vagina. Stop doing all those things. Avoid putting unnecessary soap. All those scented soap they tell you put it here, it's gonna make your vagina scent. Avoid putting scented soap in your vagina. Leave your vagina. The vagina is self-cleansing. It cleanses itself by itself. It doesn't need anything to cleanse itself. I know people, a lot of people are going to come for this video saying, oh, how will you leave it like that? How will you say these things? It is self-cleansing. If you are not doing too much, you're not going to be experiencing any of those itching, any of those smells, any of those unnecessary discharge as a result of yeast infection. So leave it like that because it's actually self-cleansing. This is very serious. I might be laughing about it, but this is very serious. It is self-cleansing. Leave your vagina like that. Okay, no need to put any scented soap there. No need to wash it with soap. And a lot of people are getting confused. As a lady, there's a difference between your vulva and the vagina. There are two different things entirely. And I think I've made a video to explain the difference between a vulva and a vagina. So if you've not watched that video, I would advise you go and watch it. Nafisa said, but with the water on my breast, can I be pregnant? Do you want to get pregnant again, Nafisa? I don't know if you understand. Do you want to get pregnant again or you're avoiding pregnancy? But the best thing, breastfeeding generally doesn't just stop. Breastfeeding generally doesn't just stop. It's not a sure, let's put it that way now. Breastfeeding generally is not a sure method of family planning. It is not a sure method of family planning. So that's what you have to take note of. So Hannah said, can the male gender have yeast infection? Yes. The male gender can also have yeast infection. Yeast infection is not just found in female, but it is more common. It is more likely to occur in female than in the male. So the male gender can. I lost the baby. Nafisa said, oh, you lost the baby. Okay. As far as you have a regular cycle, Nafisa, you can definitely conceive again. Okay. Breast milk or breast discharge, it just takes time for your body. Your hormones are just trying to balance up. Okay, your hormones are just trying to regulate back. So you know you lost the baby. So your body feels that the baby is still there. So that's why your body is still producing milk. So you just give your body time. The hormones are going to regulate itself back and it's going to be normal. Okay. I'm sorry about the loss of the baby. And it's not really an easy task. It's not an easy one. I'm sorry about that. But I trust if you want a baby again, you're going to get it. Okay. Milk coming out from your breast doesn't stop you from trying again. And it doesn't stop you from having a baby. So I hope that answered your question, Nafisat. Okay, for those that are watching us on Facebook and also on YouTube, you can see I'm looking up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So if you're not seeing the questions on Facebook, it's probably on YouTube. And if you're not seeing the questions on YouTube, it's probably on Facebook. So this is just me explaining what I'm doing right now. Let's see. I think I prefer it like this. Okay, Nafisat said, thank you, ma. Love you. Love you too, Nafisat. I'm sorry about that. So if you are watching the video, I just want to cover myself up. It's kind of a little bit cold. God bless you too, Gross. I'm so happy that I'm able to answer a lot of questions today. It's a privilege to be able to do that, okay? I'm glad that you've asked me a lot of questions. So I feel super excited that you guys are asking me a lot of questions, okay? I'm supposed to be sleeping now, but I want to come online and take some questions. Okay, so we have Adeyemi watching on Facebook. Adeyemi, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great and trust you're having a nice time. So let's keep the questions coming. Let's keep the questions coming. Let's keep the questions coming. So back to our Christmas talk. Why waiting for people to join? Why waiting for people to drop their questions? We've answered all the questions available. So we're just waiting for more questions to pop up actually. When you're talking, you need a lot of water because you're losing a lot of strength. You know, when you're talking. That's why when you go for a public event, they give the speakers water. There's always water on the side of the speakers. So I've taken a lot of questions. So please let me know where you're watching from on the comment section. Since we're having short of questions. And if you've not liked the video, just double tap on the screen. When you double tap on the screen, you automatically like the video. Okay, it's not going to take anything from you. It's not going to take anything from you. Just double tap on your screen, like tap your screen. So okay, we have more questions on YouTube now. There is saying anytime I see my doctor, they normally tell me that my BP is high, that I should be taking medicine. But I'm so scared of taking medicine. Okay. So Dorian, I'm going to answer these questions now. When it comes to blood pressure management, if your blood pressure is high, one thing I would advise you to do at the very beginning, please and please, don't be scared. Take your anti-hypertensive medication. It is very important. Don't be scared because hypertension is a silent killer. I'm not going to lose anyone, but I'm just telling you the fact. Hypertension is a silent killer. So don't joke with your medications, please. You don't have to be scared of them. Take your anti-hypertensive. And why taking those anti-hypertensive? There are some things you should take note of when it comes to food you eat. It's very, very important. There's someone I know who was taking some anti-hypertensive medications, then gradually modified her diet. Yes, she intentionally took charge of her diet, and now she doesn't have hypertension again. Like her blood pressure is always normal because of the food she takes in. Okay, now that you've been diagnosed of high blood pressure, please take your medications and also work on the food you eat. You may want to ask, what food should I eat? When it comes to food you eat, if you are hypertensive, take a lot of vegetables, take a lot of fruits, stay away from all those processed food, stay away from oily food, stay away from all those high cholesterol food. That's going to help keep your blood pressure low. This almond milk is also good when it comes to cholesterol and blood pressure. So those things are going to help keep your blood pressure low. Okay, so if you are scared of medications, I'm not telling you not to take the medications at this very beginning. Please and please take your medications at this very beginning, but also work on your diet as a hypertensive patient. I don't know if I've been able to answer your question. Dorian said, because I heard that when you're taking the medicine to be treated to some time, when the medicine will no longer be working in your body, and once the person fall down, he or she will die. I don't know about that. Antihypertensive medications are very important. What I'm trying to let you know is that take your medications, but while taking it, work on your diet. If you have successfully worked on your diet over a long period of time, there might be no need for you to take the antihypertensive medication. I have someone who have been on hypertensive medication for a very long period of time. They are still living, they did not die. Okay? Work on your diet. Generally, this sickness that we keep seeing here and there is as a result of most of the food we eat. There are some food that predisposes us to cancer, to high blood pressure, to diabetes, high cholesterol, and things like that. So, watching the food you take in, it's very, very important. So, that's what I have to say, Doreen, and I hope that answered your question. So, we have Oguyemi. Oguyemi Oluwatoyin said, Happy New Month. Hello, Oguyemi. How are you doing? Thank you very much for all you do for Nurses Lecture Room on Facebook. I see you sharing our videos. I see you liking. I see you commenting. And I don't take that for granted. If you see here my appreciation, kindly drop on the comment section. Okay, I didn't see your comments on time. I was on Facebook on YouTube, looking at YouTube, trying to answer the questions. Okay, let's see. And then the other question say, if AS marry AS, is there any way to prevent having SS? Okay, I think now there's some genetic testing that can be done. Like, I think there's some genetic testing that can be done when a woman is pregnant. They do some testing on the woman to know if the child is going to be SS or not. And if the child is going to be SS, then they advise for abortion that the baby should go. Or you understand what I mean? So I think there's a genetic testing that is being done in some hospitals. Then if the baby is born, it's a bone marrow transplant and it's very, very expensive. It's very, very, very expensive to do that. So that's the idea I have about AS and marrying AS. So that's what I have to say. Is it true that glove? Is there anything called glove? Is it clove you wanted to write or clove? Is it clove you wanted to write or clove? Hello Steve Ford, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. So on Facebook I have Chukuma. I'm watching from the UK Sheffield. Hello Chukuma. It's nice seeing you, Chukuma. And how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. Okay. Hope you are doing excellently fine, Chukuma. All right. It's nice hearing your voice. I'm in the UK, but not in Sheffield. Okay. The comedian TX said, you have a great day. Thank you very much. PCOS saltation. PCOS problem. Please guide me through. Okay. PCOS. Okay, I'm going to be talking little on PCOS. Then if there's any question you ask. But I've made a full video talking about polycystic ovary syndrome on my YouTube channel. So you can watch that video to get an insight of PCOS. The fact is, the rate of PCOS daily is increasing. A lot of women are coming out to say that they have PCOS, which is polycystic ovary syndrome. A lot of women are recently diagnosed of PCOS. And PCOS is one of the cause of irregular cycle for women. PCOS is one of the cause of irregular cycle for women. And you know, when a woman have irregular cycle, it's actually difficult to actually track the ovulation date, especially when they are trying to conceive. And one of the reasons most people know that they have PCOS is because they are trying to conceive, they are unable to conceive, and they went to um and they went to the doctor to do a test, and the doctor confirmed that they have PCOS. And some women, how they knew they had PCOS was the fact that their cycle were irregular. You see those women that today they will see their period. The next period is going to be in next 2 months. They're having irregular cycle. That's a sign of PCOS. But that doesn't mean that women with PCOS cannot conceive. Women with PCOS can also conceive. Women with PCOS can carry their children, but just that it reduces the chance of conception. Okay, so that's what I have to share on this video here. So what I would advise you to do to get a detailed knowledge of what polycystic ovary syndrome is, I advise you to go to our YouTube channel and watch that video. That's going to go a long way to help you out. Trust me. Then if there's any question, drop on the comment section. I'm going to do newest conversation and answer it. Okay. So we have it's been a while no Mercy Mary. Yes. It's been a while and I've missed the full family. I've missed nurses lecture room. I've missed talking. I've missed teaching. So it's not my fault. A lot of things have been happening around me, so I have to sort them out. So Oguyemi, I see you. Thank you very much. So we have Faria said, thank you so much. You're a nice person in the YouTube. I like your personality. Thank you very much for liking my personality. Okay. So Faria said, face hair growth, body hair growth, no pregnancy. I'm sad. I have no baby. PCOS problem. Yeah. Should I say I actually know how it feels? Or should I say I understand? But in all, a person that wears the shoes knows how it hurts better. A person that wears the particular shoes knows where it hurts. But I've seen a lot of women in the same condition battling with this. Okay, so what I would want to ask about Faria is that you are trying to conceive, right? How's your cycle like? Do you see do you see chances of irregularity or there is irregularity? And also, have you watched our video on how to conceive, how to get your own child with polycystic ovary syndrome? I would like to get a feedback from you anyway. I would like to get a feedback from you. Let me know, Faria. So if you're watching this video, and you've not liked the video, why? What are you waiting for? Or you've not shared to your friends, what are you waiting for? Why don't you share on the timelines on Facebook, especially for those watching on Facebook? Feel free to share, let people get involved, let people get engaged, because we talk about health, okay? Faria said, my age is 21, weight 55. Okay, your age is 21, your weight is 55. Do you see your menses regularly? And have you gone to see a doctor? So we're waiting for more questions while we're waiting for Faria to tell us what we asked. Oh, Doreen said last week, you said you were going to send me your email, and I'm still waiting for the email. Okay, how do I do that now? Okay, let me just tell you my email. So it's going to be, you can type it on the comment section for me to know if it's correct or not. So my email is nurse, spell your nurse, the way you spell your nurse, Mercy. That's my name. You join it together, Mary. Or, no, use this email, sorry. I think you should use this email. Nurses Lecture Room. That's easy for you. So Nurses Lecture Room, you join it together at gmail.com. So send me an email on that and I'm going to get it. Nurses Lecture Room at gmail.com. Let me know we had a conversation on my live YouTube channel. Start my prompt and a quick response. Nurses lecture room at gmail.com. So I think that's the best way you can reach me. Nurses lecture room at gmail.com. So you can send me an email. Whew. So Maria said, my doctor gave me medicine, but it did not help. Mm, what advice do I have to give him? Guys, did you go back to the doctor to actually tell the doctor what is really happening? Because I am not a specialist in that field. So giving a very useful advice that will help you come out of it might be difficult for me. Okay, because I'm not a specialist in that field. So I just feel the fertility doctors, the O&G doctor. When I mean O&G doctor, I mean obstetrics and gynecologists. The O&G doctor, they deal with women and all their stuff. So the O&G doctors are usually good with things like this more than I myself, because I've not really encountered patient. I don't usually encounter patient with infertility at the moment. I usually work in the surgery, so I don't have the broader experience in regards to taking care of people with PCOS. But one day I hope to come live with the doctor to talk about PCOS and the challenges and how to deal with it. That's what I can say for now. Generally, clove has a lot of health benefits. So in terms of managing blood pressure, I don't know about clove's effect on blood pressure. I can't remember. I can't really remember precisely. But I know clove has a lot of health benefits for our body as humans. Clove is very, very beneficial. It's very, very, it's healthy. It has a lot of health benefits. And I think blood pressure should be part one of them. But I can't remember vividly well if clove is good for blood pressure or not. But it has a lot of health benefits. If not for the blood pressure reading, for other benefits, you can have it. But be careful of overdose, especially for the ladies. Be careful of overdosing yourself with cloves. For those ladies that keep taking cloves, be careful of overdosing yourself with cloves. Yeah, cloves has a lot of health benefit, but we have to be careful at the same time. So the plan is to spend 1 hour on this live video. So I think I've spent 50 something minutes, 52 minutes on YouTube and 15 minutes on Facebook. Definitely the plan will be to go. I'll be going away when the live is 1 hour. So feel free to drop your questions. I'm still here. I'm not gone. I'm still here taking questions. Feeling sleepy. Should I sleep? The first thing is that I'm at the stage or at this point where I'm finding it difficult to sleep now. I'm finding it really, really difficult to sleep, and I understand why. So it's understandable. Okay. So I'm finding it difficult to really sleep. So everything happens for a reason. So Oguyemi Oluwatoyin said, I need to talk to you in private. So send me an email. Send me an email, nurseslectureroom at gmail.com. Just type nurses lecture room, join them together at gmail.com. That is very, very easy. So you can send me an email, then I will get in contact with you. All right. So if you've not liked the video, just double click on the video. Tap, tap, double click on your video and you're going to like the video. It's not taking anything from you. For those that are watching on YouTube, why don't you support with stars? It's not a bad idea. Supporting with stars is not a bad idea. Supporting the page. Okay. I've not really tried going live on TikTok. Maybe if I had 3 phones, maybe I need 3 phones now. Maybe I need 3 phones with cameras so that I can be able to do Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Because doing the live one after the other is going to be draining, it's going to be exhausting. So the best thing to do is to actually do the live. You're taking questions from all sorts, so it keeps everywhere busy. You get, so when you take questions from Facebook, you take questions from YouTube, you take questions from TikTok, it keeps the whole life busy. and keep makes people learn a lot from other people's questions in the three social media. But for the now, I can only go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. I can only go live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. And like I earlier said, I'm here to take your questions. For those that are on YouTube that are not following us on Facebook, I will encourage you to do so. Okay, I've sent my email out, nursesllectureroom@gmail.com. Feel free to send an email. Definitely, I am going to answer the ones I feel like I can answer. Okay. Then, if I'm not a specialist, I'm not a specialist in all feed. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you what to do and tell you I can do it. These are the advice I can give, but I'll advise you to meet up with so person. That's what I can do. That's the highest I can do. Okay. Faria said, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Faria, for joining our live. Thank you very much. It's nice seeing you all today. It's nice seeing everybody. Faria said, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I like your personality. Seriously, you're a very nice person in the YouTube from Pakistan. Thank you very much for this beautiful comment, Faria. I really appreciate. Thanks for liking my personality. For those that are watching our videos, what are you waiting for? We have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. Like, we have a lot of videos, a lot of educating videos on our YouTube channel. These days, we don't beat around the bush. We just go straight to the point and tell you what you need to know and just give you the key points, because that's what you need. You don't need stories. You don't need a lot of stories. You basically just need the key points. So that's what we do on our YouTube channel. So if you have any questions, just type it. Anything relating to health, just type it and just put nurses lecture room. I believe you're going to get a video for it because we've made a lot of videos. When I made a lot of videos on our YouTube channels, and these videos are what people keep checking daily. And these videos are what people tend to watch every day because our views, despite not being consistent for some time now, but our views are not in any way bridging the gap or going down, because these are questions people ask daily. These are contents people want to find out. These are contents people are battling with. They need answers. These are just questions people are battling with. These are questions people want to find answers to. Thank you very much. I just subscribed. God bless you so much. You're welcome, and I'm glad I'm able to answer your questions. For those that are watching that have not clicked the like button, all you need to do is to double tap on the screen. Very simple. So if you've not double tapped the screen, just double tap the screen. And if you've not subscribed to Nurses Lecture on YouTube channel, I will personally advise you do so, because it's going to be beneficial to you, it's going to be beneficial to your family members, and it's going to be beneficial to your health in general. Okay? So you don't have to be shy. You don't have to be shy when it comes to your health. So in terms of health, a lot of people are quick to ask questions about malaria. They are, thank you, Steve Ford. They are quick to ask questions about malaria. They are quick to ask questions about typhoid. They are quick to ask questions about cardiac arrest, but they are so shy when it comes to their sexual health. That's what I noticed. People are so shy when it comes to their sexual health. People are so shy when it comes to their reproductive system. And these things are very, very important. They're very paramount. And I don't think it's something you should be running away from. Speak with your doctor. If they use it against you, you have a right to sue them. You get, because your healthcare practitioners, they are supposed to guide you through. They are supposed to help you. They're not supposed to judge you. They're not supposed to point accusing fingers. They're supposed to help you through. They're supposed to help you navigate your health, be it reproductive health, be it with gastrointestinal health. No matter the health you're talking about, these healthcare practitioners are supposed to guide you through, not pointing accusing fingers, not segregating, not judging. Yeah, I think doctors should be like, we listen, we don't judge. Yeah, the healthcare professionals, they listen, they don't judge. So when they ask you for your symptoms, say it out. They're not expected to judge you. They are expected to listen and provide solutions. Healthcare professionals are expected to listen to your problems and provide solutions. They are not expected to listen and judge you. They are not expected to listen and judge your personality. They are expected to listen and give you a helping hand. So feel free to confide in your healthcare professionals, because in the hospital generally, you ask, do you do this? Do you do this? For example, let's use uh the minimal things that we see around in the hospital settings. So when you go to the hospital, your doctors ask you, do you smoke? Do you drink? Feel free to tell them yes if you do drink. Feel free to let them know you smoke if you do smoke. Because as little as those things, they are going to have an effect on the way they treat you. In the sense that it's going to give them now a clue. Okay? It's going to give them a clue to know about what is happening to you. For example, are you sexually active? Especially the young teenagers. If you are sexually active, yes, you are sexually active, you're sexually active. Let them know. When else did you have sex? Some people claim virgins, like they've not had sex, but they've been frequently having sex. And the doctors need those information. So what I advise you, whatsoever your doctor asks you, please and please be sincere with them. They should listen and they should not judge. You see the trend, we listen, we don't judge. We listen, we don't judge. I think that is meant for the healthcare practitioner, because they should listen and they should not judge. Rather help you navigate and help you find solutions to your problem. Okay? Have I been able to answer all the questions? Oh, Grace said, you speak so kindly and respectful and with grace. Thank you very much, Grace. I really appreciate the beautiful comments I'm getting. Thank you all for joining on our live video. Thank you all for joining on this live section. So if we don't have any question, permit me to say I might go live if we don't have any questions. So you can see this is the one I'm using for my Facebook, and I'm using my Samsung for my YouTube. So if you are watching and you've not liked the video, just double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen. Let's get to 30, then I'll end the live. Double tap on the screen. Let's get to 30, and I'm going to end the live video now. Okay. So if you're watching and you've not double tap on the screen, kindly double tap on the screen, like the video. Kindly drop a comment on the video. And also, if you've not subscribed to our Nurses Lecture on YouTube channel, kindly do so now. It's very encouraging to see people subscribing, liking, and also sharing the video. So we've completed 1 hour on Facebook and also 1 hour on YouTube. And permit me to say good night, everybody, and see tomorrow, fingers crossed. So I'm not like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to be here. Tomorrow, fingers crossed, I'm going to come live and say hello to everybody again. It's a privilege to have you all on our community. It's a privilege to have you all on this live. Bye, and see you in my next live video. So which one am I going to end now? Is it the Facebook, YouTube? Okay, let me do the YouTube first. So YouTube, good night, Steve Ford. Oguyemi, please. I'm going to end it now. nurseslectureroom@gmail.com. If you have any questions, forward it. Night. Good night, everybody.